Hello everyone, hope you are all doing great. I got a lot of questions after the latest YouTube video I recorded together with the Microsoft certification roadmap. So most of the questions were around, um, for instance, if I start either with any of the fundamentals, or if I start with any of the role-based certifications, so it could be any of the administrator certificate, or if I start with a specialty. So here, I'm going to clear all the questions that I've got recently because most of the questions were similar. So thought maybe it would be a good idea actually to share all these answers within a video in YouTube so everyone have access to it. So again, if you have any questions, just add a comment below the video. Or just reach out to me through socials. I'm always available and active on LinkedIn and also Twitter. I don't have any presentations prepared because I remember the questions and the answers that I'm going to share in this video. So the thing is, you don't need any prerequisites. So if you have a simple understanding of how cloud technologies work, so what is cloud? So if you have basic understanding of network plus this is really important because you need to know how the internet works, so you need to know how the systems works, how the networks work, how networks connect each other, what is IP, and how IP works, routing, switching protocols, not as an expert but at the fundamental base that could help you to handle your day-to-day works and tasks as a cloud administrator or as a cloud architect. So it's not important to become expert or specialist in all of the paths. So once you start with Azure fundamentals, AZ 900, so you get to know the fundamentals and basics of cloud. So it starts to explaining the meaning of the general cloud. So public cloud, private clouds, and then it comes to Microsoft Azure cloud. So how Microsoft Azure provides services and what kind of services and what and how is the structure with Microsoft Azure to cover the needs of day-to-day requests from your organizations or from your clients. So with that in mind, so you get to learn the structure, you get to learn the platform, so how Azure platform works. So for instance, starting from the top, so what are management groups, what are subscriptions, so what is a resource group, what is a resource, how even those resources work. So for each request, so for each need, what kind of resources do you have? So you start to get to know them. So just knowing the service, not as an expert in order to be able to configure them or provide a solution. So you just get to know the service that you just keep in mind, because once you start with a new level, for instance, AZ104, Azure Administrator, then you get to know how to configure those services. So you get to know those services more in big detail. Beside that, you are not limited just to one resource. For instance, I mean the learning resource. So it is recommended get free trainings in Microsoft Learn, explore Microsoft Learn, get design your own customized learning path. Start with fundamentals, then go to Azure Administrator, and from Azure Administrator, once you totally understand it, once you become confident that now I know AZ104, now, for instance, I know AZ700 as working as a network engineer and understanding the networking on Microsoft Azure Public Cloud, or understanding AZ500 Azure security in general. And once you have the feeling that you totally comprehend the things that are mentioned within the course, and you at least have several labs and you touch the services and you configure them, you get several errors. This is really important. Then it is recommended, then you can take another path. But taking whole paths at the same time would confuse you and would make you feel tired. And once you don't enjoy each of them, then you will put all of them away together. So, in order to make a good system for yourself, a good system of a learning path that could affect your career path in a close future after several months, after several years. So, it is really important to enjoy the process of learning, enjoy the process of building labs, enjoy the process of working with errors, working with issues you're getting, troubleshooting, researching. So nowadays we have billions of material and resources over the internet. So once you start with Microsoft Learn, beside that, start to research also, start to watch videos or YouTube or learning platforms just to mix those knowledge. So you read, you watch, and once you watch a video, because everyone who's the training like as an online instructor, so they also share their own experiences for that course. So this is really important. For instance, you study for AZ 500 Azure Security, and at the other hand, you also watch an educational or learning video from a learning platform, online learning platform, and you also gain someone's experience, and they also teach more in big detail. And you also go to forums, to Microsoft Q&A, ask questions, ping people over socials and LinkedIn, connect with experts, connect with people who are also taking those courses, who are also taking those learning paths, and connect and try to synchronize and share ideas, whatever comes to your mind, whatever comes to their mind. Maybe they want to also share with you. They want to ask you also questions. Try to answer also questions. That will also help you to refresh your knowledge and go through fundamentals and basics anytime you want. So I just wanted to cover it in this short video, just to make sure that not to start all the paths together at the same time. Start with fundamentals, you understand it totally, put it away, start with the role-based certifications, totally understand it, even go through it again 2 times, 3 times. It is totally fine. Read one paragraph several times if you don't understand, if you feel like you don't know what's happening, and go much in big detail and do research online, use ChatGPT, ask questions, and once you totally feel like you're confident with it, then move to the next step. Then you can take a specialty course or follow a specialty certification with Microsoft Azure. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope the things I was able to share here helpful for you and valuable for you. And I'll be happy if you have any questions, just ping me.